Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Good day, everyone. Welcome to National Science and Mathematics Olympiad NSMO. Don't forget, this lesson targets you, gifted students. You are expected to think critical and connect concepts. So you are special one. And all these lessons is designed just for you. We're still in phase one, and today we will explore two essential systems that control and support everything happening in your body. So stay tuned. And we are keep going in chapter 5, and chapter 5 explains how body systems work together to maintain balance and support life. I'm your instructor Muhammad Al Ali. I welcome you back. Previously in chapter 5, we spoke about skeletal and muscular systems. And today, inshallah, we will have nervous and circulatory system part 1. Later on, we will keep going with circulatory systems part 2. Our lecture today is nervous and circulatory systems. And this lecture focuses on how the brain communicates with the body and how the heart delivers resources. And today in our lecture, we will learn neuron structure, nervous divisions, stimulants versus depressant, circulatory functions and components. Imagine that neurons transmit messages faster than 120 meters per second. Dendrites receive, cell body analyzes, axon carries, terminals deliver. And now let's talk about structure of the neuron, and let's look to the picture on the right side. And the first thing that we will talk about it is the axon. What's axon? Okay, the axon is the long wire-like extension that carries nerve signals from the cell body to other neurons or muscles. Let's talk about the second thing that we have it. It's myelin sheath. The myelin sheath. Myelin sheath. Okay, so myelin sheath acts as an insulating layer around the axon. It's similar to plastic covering electrical wires, and its main function is to dramatically increase the speed of signal transmission. So the thing it faster the signals and make it more faster. It's the myelin sheath. Okay, so let's ask this question: why myelin is so important? Because without myelin, nerve impulses travel slowly, causing sensory and movement problems, as seen in disorders like multiple sclerosis, MS. So the people they have MS, they have problem on myelin sheath. So this is very, very important. Okay, let's talk about dendrites. This thing we called it dendrites. Dendrites. Okay, so dendrites are short branching extensions that receive signals from other neurons or sensory receptors. So also they act like receiving antennas, capturing incoming information. This is dendrites. And the last thing that we will talk about it is axon terminals. That things. Axon terminals. So what's axon terminals? They are fine branches at the end of the axon where the signal is passed to the next neuron. Also, they act as sending stations that release neurotransmitters to carry messages across the synapse. Think, guys. A signal begins in the dendrites, travel along the axon and ends at the terminals. It's like an intelligent mail systems from receiving to delivery. So, subhanallah. After we're done with the structure of the neuron, let's talk now about division of nervous systems. And the nervous system is divided into two major parts that work together like precise control systems for a human body. The first one, they called it CNS. It's referred to central nervous systems. And the other one, they say it's PNS regarding to peripheral nervous systems. And the central nervous system, CNS, is like command center for decisions making, processing information, and storing memories. And there is subdivisions. We have two subdivisions. They belong to peripheral nervous system, is autonomic and somatic. Somatic and autonomic. So let's talk first about somatic nervous systems, that one. It controls voluntary actions such as walking, talking, and riding. The other one is autonomic nervous systems. It controls involuntary functions such as heartbeat, digestions, and breathing. Okay? And we see autonomic is divided to two, sympathetic and parasympathetic. And the sympathetic is activates the body under stress, increasing heart rate and dilates bubbles. Okay, that we called it fight or flight. They called it like that because it's like for emergency. Parasympathetic, on the other hand, is returns the body to calm, slows heart rate, and stimulates digestions. And they called it that one rest and digest. Rest and digest. Okay? And do not forget somatic. It's divided to sensory input. What's sensory input? It receives sensory information from the skin, muscles, and joints such as pressure, temperature, pain, and vibration. The other one, it's motor output. It sends voluntary commands from the brain and spinal cord to the muscles to generate movement. So these things, sensory input and motor output, it's for somatic. Okay, now let's talk about the image on the left. It highlights the regions of the brain that belong to the central nervous system, and each region has specific function. Like we have the first one is front lobe. It's for decisions making and thinking. That's for front lobe. The other one is parietal lobe here. Parietal lobe. It's for sensation and touch. And temporal lobe here. It's for hearing, memory, and language. And we have for vision, occipital lobe, that one here. That's for vision. And also we have something for balance and coordination. It's called cerebellum. That one here. It's for balance and coordination, as we said. And finally, we have brainstem here. It's for controlling breathing and the heart pumping. And put your mind, each brain loop has a specialized role: thinking, sensation, movement, language, vision, or balance. Okay. Finally, A small distribution in any division may disable an entire body function, showing the precisions of the nervous system. So really, nervous systems, it's one of many things makes us still alive. Now that we have explored the structure of the neuron and how the nervous system works, both somatic and autonomic, let's see how certain substances can influence the delicate system. There are two main categories, stimulants and depressants. And let's talk about stimulants, that one here first. So, stimulants, it speed up the nervous system, increasing alertness, energy, and focus, such as caffeine and nicotine. So this is related to caffeine and nicotine. Caffeine and nicotine. Okay, so, okay, think of them as pressing the accelerator pedal inside your body. So that works stimulants. Okay. On the other hand, we have depressant, that one. So these substances slow down. One speed up, and the other what did they do? Slow down. So this slow down nervous system, causing relaxation, drowsiness, and reduce concentration, and that affect with what? Alcohol, okay, and inhalants, okay, and imagine them as applying the brakes. One is accelerator pedal like stimulants, and the other is applying the brakes, which is depressant. Okay, think about this question. If stimulants acts like pressing the accelerator in the nervous systems and depressants act like applying the brakes, what do you think happens when both are used at the same time? Could this be dangerous? What do you think, guys, if they are both working the same time? When stimulants and depressants are taken together, the nervous system receives conflict signal. One substance pushing the body to speed up while the other tries to slow it down. This can cause serious distribution to heart and breathing functions, as the body struggles to balance both effects, leading to dangerous outcomes such as irregular heartbeat, fainting, or organ failure. So because of that, they are depressant and stimulants work together. So it's dangerous to work together. After we have done with nervous system, let's take the first part of circulatory system, and we will talk first about their functions. And the first function is transports blood to supply cells with essential materials. Okay? And the blood acts like delivery system, transporting oxygen and nutrients needed for energy and growth. So this is the first one. The second one is remove excess and harmful waste. So its waste products are collected by the blood and eliminated through organs like the lungs, carbon dioxide, and kidneys like urea. Move on. We're done with that one. Move on with the third things. It carries immune substance. So the blood transport antibodies and immune cells that attack diseases causing agents. That done. Let's move on for number 4. Distributes heat. So blood circulation helps keep body temperature stable by spreading heat evenly. Last thing, it maintains homeostasis. So it maintains homeostasis. It's like uh, homeostasis means keeping internal conditions stable. Blood helps balance water, temperature, and chemical levels. So this is the functions of circulatory systems. We're done with that, and we're done with that. Let's move on to structure of the circulatory system. So the circulatory system is made of three main parts. Okay, the first part is the heart, that one here. So what's the function of the heart? The heart acts as a pump that pushes blood throughout the body. It contracts and relaxes continuously without stopping. Without the heart, blood would not move to deliver oxygen and nutrients. The second one is blood. So, blood is fluid that carries oxygen, nutrients, and waste products, and it delivers what cells need to remove what they don't need. The last one is blood vessels. Blood vessels are the pathways that blood travels through, and there are three types of blood vessels, which is arteries, is carry blood away from the heart, and we have veins, it's bring blood back to the heart, and capillaries allows exchange of oxygen, food, and waste without body cells. And don't forget, heart pump blood is transport fluid, blood vessels pathway. Let me write it down to you to not forget it. We said heart, it's for pump, and blood is for transport fluid, transport fluid, and vessels. What do you think? Vessels, what is it? Yes, it's like pathway, pathways. So these are the structure of circulatory systems: heart, blood vessels. Let's examine ourselves with this exercise. Which of the following processes is controlled by the parasympathetic nervous system? Is it increasing heart rate, or enhancing digestion, or reducing saliva secretion, or decreasing paracetals? What do you think? Let me help you. The parasympathetic nervous system is responsible for what? Yes, rest and digest functions. So the system slows the heart rate, increases digestion, increases saliva secretion, and stimulates intestine movement. So let's analyze the option. A, they says increasing heart rate. So that, as we said, is incorrect, because increasing heart rate is controlled by sympathetic system, not the parasympathetic system. The opposite. What about enhancing digestion? That one is correct. Why? Because the parasympathetic system activates digestion and improves digestive processes. What about reducing saliva secretion? This is also wrong, because parasympathetic actually increasing saliva production. So it would be wrong. What about option D, decreasing peristalsis? This is one also wrong, because the parasympathetic increasing intestinal movement, not decreasing. So the correct answer, as we said, is P, enhancing digestion. Before we end today's session, let's briefly review what we covered. We explored the structure of neuron and how signals travel through the body. We understood the divisions of the nervous systems and differences between voluntary and involuntary control. And also we compare stimulants and depressants and discuss their impact on the nervous system. And also we learned about the circulatory system, its function and its main components. Remember, the system of the body are interconnected. Any distribution in one can affect the others. Understanding them is the first step to protecting your health and making informed choices. If the nervous system is the control center and the circulatory system is the delivery system, what could happen if one stops working for only 1 minute? Brain cells die first, oxygen stops, body collapse. Thank you for your participation and have a nice day.